Paul Robeson, the baddest Renaissance man to ever exist. And I need you to hear me when I say that, because this man was so talented, so dangerous, so unstoppable that the United States government said, "Nah, we gotta shut this down." Born in Princeton, New Jersey, his father escaped slavery, so already the bloodline is built different. Paul gets to Rutgers, only the third black student they ever had, first black football player, becomes a two-time All-American, earns Phi Beta Kappa, graduates valedictorian, outscoring you in the classroom and outrunning you on the field at the same time. "Pick a lane, Paul." He said, "No, I want all of them." And most people don't know this. He played pro football just to pay for law school at Columbia. Brains, brawn, and a voice that could make God sit down and listen. But even after doing everything the right way, racism still came knocking. A white secretary at his law firm refused to take dictation from a black lawyer. Top of his class, and she wouldn't pick up a pen. So Robeson left the law and took his power somewhere bigger, the stage. That was the world's blessing and America's worst nightmare. His performance of Old Man River made that song immortal. But here's what set him apart. He refused to leave it stuck in pain. Over the years, he changed the lyrics in performance, turned sorrow into resistance. He didn't just sing the struggle, he rewrote it. And when he played Othello on Broadway, first black man to do it, set a record for the longest-running Shakespeare production on that stage, in the 1940s. But Robeson was never just an entertainer. Spoke over a dozen languages, stood with workers worldwide, backed anti-colonial movements, called out American racism with a fearlessness that made polite society choke on its champagne. He refused the idea that a black star's job was to sing pretty and stay quiet. Before solidarity became a hashtag, Robeson marched with blacklisted Welsh miners in London and gave them money to get home. A whole superstar who never acted too big to stand with working people. So America tried to cancel him. Not Twitter cancel, government cancel. Blacklisted, concerts attacked. In Peekskill, mobs came for his supporters with rocks. Then in 1950, the government revoked his passport, tried to trap a global citizen inside one country. But here's the coldest fact. Even without a passport, they couldn't stop that voice. In 1957, he sang over a transatlantic phone line to thousands of Welsh miners. They walled him in, and he sang through the walls. When they dragged him before the House Un-American Activities Committee thinking he'd fold, that man stood up, fired back, and exposed the hypocrisy of a nation demanding loyalty from a black man while denying black people freedom. Paul Robeson was a football star, a valedictorian, a lawyer, a stage giant, a freedom fighter. His name doesn't ring loud enough because he shattered America's favorite myth, that you can celebrate black talent without listening to the truth that talent speaks. They wanted the voice, they just didn't want what it had to say. Paul Robeson didn't perform greatness, he lived it. And he paid for telling the truth out loud.